Object Oriented Programming with C++. Today we are going to discuss about the second part of the inheritance, that is different types of inheritance. So in the previous video lecture we have already covered up about different derivation type which is included in inheritance, like public kind of derivation or protected or private kind of derivation. And we know that when we are creating a new class from a previously existing class, that process is known as inheritance. And in such case, the previously existing class or the old class, otherwise known as base class also, or it known as parent class, and the newly created class is known as child class or derived class or subclass also. And among the types of inheritance, there are actually six type of inheritance included in object oriented programming. Those six type of inheritance: single, multiple, multi-level, hierarchical, hybrid, and multipath. So these are the six type of inheritance basically included in object oriented programming. So the first one is the single inheritance. So single inheritance, as you can see in the diagram, there is only one base class is there, and from the base class only one class has been derived. So only one base class or parent class, from there one derived class or subclass or child class has been derived. It is inheriting the properties of the base class. Talking about the syntax of the single inheritance, we need to first define the base class definition. So this is the code, or this is the instruction for base class definition. Class base, then the definition is contained within a pair of curly bracket, then class is closed. In case of derived class definition, we need to see here class is the keyword, space derived class name we need to mention, then colon, then derivation type, then base class name, followed by a pair of curly bracket within which we need to mention the derived class body. And here in this example also, you can see a animal class is being taken. Inside this animal class, public part void eat function is there, and it is displaying some statement animal is eating. And this animal class is taken as a base class here, and public, inside public void is the function, member function. Similarly, inside the class dog, which is inherited from the animal class, class dog is inherited from the animal class, and it is publicly inherited. So the derivation type is public here. That's why we have mentioned in the syntax for the derivation derived class dog, that is public animal, publicly derived from the animal class. And inside the dog class, there is a public member function, it has been taken. Void bark is the public member function we have taken. And inside main function, derived class object, dog is the derived class. For this object d1 is being created. We need to always remember one thing, that in case of inheritance, always we create the derived class object. Using the derived class object, we can access the functions or any data members of the base class. So here dog d1 is the derived class object. d1 dot eat, so eat is a public member function, so it will invoke eat, which is present in the base class animal. So it will display animal is eating, animal is eating. And secondly, when bark function, which is also a public member function present in the derived class dog, d1 dot bark is invoked, so it will display animal is barking, animal is barking. So this is a simple example for single inheritance. Second type of inheritance is multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance means when we have more than one base class and all are inheriting their properties to a single derived class. So in the diagram also you can see here there are more than one base class here, base class 1, base class 2, any number of base class you can take, and all are inheriting their properties to the single derived class. So multiple inheritance, where a class can inherit from more than one class, or we can say that there is only one derived class or only one subclass, but more than one base classes are there. So such kind of inheritance is multiple inheritance. And here the syntax for the multiple inheritance has been given. Like for base class 1, this is the definition: class base 1, class base 2, this is the base class 2 definition. And here base class 1 and base class 2 are two base class according to the inheritance, and one derived class is being derived. So this is the derived class which is derived according to some derivation type from the base 1 and base 2. So this is the syntax: class derive, derivation type space base 1, derivation type space base 2. So we need to mention the number of base class from which it is inherited in a order, and the order may be changed. Okay, it does not matter in which order you are writing. So this is the syntax. You can separate the base class with the help of comma, derivation type space base class name. With the help of comma, we can separate all the base classes, and derivation type may be public, private or protected. So let's discuss one very simple example for multiple inheritance. So in this example, here class A we have taken. So we have defined class A, inside which we have taken a public data integer x, a public member function void x. Void x is taking the input for variable x here. Similarly, another class is defined, class B is being defined, and B has also one public data y and one public member function get y. Get y is taking input from the user using this cin statement, and another class, look at here, another class C is being derived from A and B. C is being derived from A and B publicly. So C is inherited publicly from A and also publicly from B. So this is the syntax: class space C colon public A public B. And class C definition is containing a public member function sum here, and sum is returning the addition value for x and y. Inside main function, we have created the object for the class C here. So obj1 is the object for the derived class C. obj1 dot getX function is invoked here. So it will call the getS function for class A. We will input the value for x, enter the value of x, that is you have entered 5. Similarly, when you call object1 get y function, so get y function for class B is being called. You will input, enter the value of y, let's say 4 you have entered, and where obj1 dot for sum function is invoked, at that time this public member function sum is called, and it will access the value of x and y, and it will display the sum as equal to 9. So this is the output after executing the particular program. So this is your multiple inheritance. So about multi-level inheritance, hybrid, hierarchical inheritance, we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.